Hey guys, welcome to this video. Guys, I just eat oats, which I hadn't for a long time because I'm not eating gluten. And I already feel like my head's heavier, maybe some pain, and cold, right? That's something I don't feel at all when I'm eating my fruits, some veggies, and meat. I'm gonna change my meat intake because I'm always eating red meat and my heartbeat's getting a little bit intense, some pain sometimes, so I'm gonna change it, try some chicken. But yeah guys, I have deleted some space. Now I have 31 minutes to record. So funny. But yeah, even me deleting many things, I still have um, just more 5 minutes, I guess. But yeah, guys, like as we was talking before, like in this journey, by just doing simmer retention, you are becoming better. And don't listen to fake simmer retention YouTubers. And I don't want to talk bad about people, but the reality is there's a lot of people who say they are on it, and I'm not saying they ain't or they are. Some I could, but I'm not gonna say. But a lot of these dudes, they have no beards, they have no masculinity in them, they have no muscle, they have no vividity or like high energy, and that's something it totally occurs on simmer retention. So it's weird that these guys say they on it for like months or years and they don't have any of the basic results that you get physic wise, right? And yeah guys, like even today I have a very chill day. I love the talk, I love the recording. I kind of didn't like the fact that I had to stop because I didn't have more time to record, but I just feel like today and yesterday a huge necessity of just talking and sharing. I don't know why, like it's just something that feels really good. And sometimes I see myself talking or thinking, and it's like, bro, this should be a huge content, or this would be like huge um, advices, right? But I don't record it at times, so it is what it is. But I have to. Because the reality is most people don't want to improve, guys. Most people don't. Like literally, I'm not gonna spit names, but the literally are people have stressful jobs. They're not enjoying it, and instead of being like, yeah, like now that I'm not working, let me work out, or let me do meditation, or let me pray or read the Bible, right? Or go and search for self-improvement. No, what they're gonna do is drink alcohol, eat bad foods, masturbate, and it's like, bro, it's kind of ridiculous, especially if you are on this journey of self-improvement for so long, because you put in the effort every day and you see more and more results, and they don't come really fast, but they come and keep coming, right? And then you see people who you've been telling that advice, you've been telling like you have to do this, you have to do this, and the person is like, I don't want that. showing a bad face, and then they have multiple health problems and keep doing the same is ridiculous. The word is even is pathetic, you know. So to be honest, guys, I used to feel pity, especially for loved ones, but now I don't. It's like they are getting what they deserve, to be honest, because it's totally like is it's such a weak trait to have. You look so weak. You look so weak, man. Not having any self discipline, to not drink alcohol, to not eat bad food, to go masturbate. You look so weak, and is that's the opposite of a man is. A man is someone who's masculine, who has self control, who is like a gladiator, you know. He's the opposite. Is pathetic, to be honest. I don't wanna insult nobody, but for me, it's what I see. It's pathetic. I just remember once when I saw Rick and Morty and was on a phase where uh, they are a couple, right? From the Rick parents, and they have animals image, and the image that the wife saw, the image they created pictures of their image of how they were, if they were like creatures, right? And the wife saw the husband as like weak and was just like so fluffy and like embarrassing being like and that's how I see a lot of people, man. A lot of simps, to be honest, is always on that let me be a victim mindset and let me put excuses and eat, drink, and always like be crying, whining, and just getting more health problems. Is like it's pathetic, bro. There's a reason why we all these happen. Feminism, the LGBTQ movement, the kids nowadays being confused, and the Matrix going so hard because the generation from our father's generation and grandfathers is really a generation of simps and weak men, cowards and simps, and that's the reality, man. This will not happen, and you see clearly once you become the man that is disciplined, works out very hard, don't do drugs, don't drink alcohol, don't eat garbage food, toxic food, don't do hard things like semen retention, extremely hard, works out, do meditation, is close to God, prays, read the Bible. You start seeing, man, you are a whole nother level, a whole nother level of confidence, a whole nother level of potential, and you see people envying you, people hating you, people being simps and weak, and you see that when you look on reality, majority of men and women are pretty pathetic. They are losers, and it is embarrassing because you hope will be like 60%, but it looks like it's 80, 90%. Like is ridiculous. So it's very obvious how everything that's happening is happening, and the more mentally you become, the more you see how in reality men and females are weak and just compliance to everything because they have no manhood in their beings, you know. So this is just reality, really. But again, if this is a motivation for you and for me to keep going this journey, keep doing similar attention, going harder and harder, because man, look at everybody else. We need people who are stronger. We need to operate. I cannot look at people who are so weak and be like, no, let me try to be like that. Nah, I've been there, bro. I've been there. It's never again. And if I improve by doing similar attention, by doing working out, by meditation, by getting closer to God, by praise and reading the Bible, I definitely will not go back there, man. You know what I mean? And yeah, we are on kind of a crisis, but at the same time, uh, isn't like God tells us that if we are obedient, if you go by His rules, Jesus Christ's rules, we're gonna be. Uh, he will praise us. He will give fruits from us. So you look for yourself, man. Look for yourself. You know what I mean? And I just I was watching a guy. His name is HVK, and I've been trying to collab with him, but he only sees the message right away after the videos, and I sent him like two comments, and one live and one video. He hadn't responded yet. Uh, I think he won't because I check and he always like responds on time. So I don't know if I grab his attention or what, but it's whatever. We chop it up sometime. I might even find his Instagram because bro is about similar attention, and I like bro. I like his energy, and he talks about how we are very similar. I feel that a lot, and he talks about how before he was talking and people were like, "Speak up, speak louder," and he speaks like to him, like very to himself, you know. And now that he's in similar attention, he talks very loud. People listen. There's a lot of energy, and everybody looks right. And I feel exactly the same. When he said it, I found so funny because when I was a teenager, the people were the same to me. They were like, "Why are you speaking uh, so close to not opening your mouth enough or not speaking loud enough?" And it is true. I used to do that a lot. I was a very shy person, you know, and that's so funny because if I knew that if I did semen retention, I would literally be way more masculine, way higher energy, and I will speak up loudly. Like that's crazy, you know. And that's that things. A lot of your kids are watching us now, and I know a lot of your kids play our comments. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of your kids know this information right now. You know this information. You see examples like us, real people who real do this and have this real ass energy from this practice, and y'all can start right now. I wish I had somebody tell me when I was like 12, 13, yo, retain your semen, don't masturbate, uh, because that will drain your energy, that will give you bad luck, that will make you a weak person. I wish somebody told me. I will be so much in a higher level, in multiple levels. Like when you are young, man, when you are a teenager, you have a life ahead of you and the perfect body full of energy, so you can choose what you want to do with your life and start fast, you know. And I kind of waste my life. I kind of waste my life when I was a kid. Not gonna lie, I was the type of kid who was like very introverted. I used to want to find love. I bro. I was like very introverted. I used to love wearing black, all black. Like I put a hoodie on. I even had some gothic stuff. I was very like dark, you know, very dark, very close, and it, I think it's because of part my energy, but really not, because I felt like that was me. But I have a kind of a rough life where I was always going place to place, new friends, have cut relationship, different houses, different schools, and I kind of felt like, I don't know, and I have some problems too, um, in school and in different areas and family, so I kind of get that close-minded person. I didn't have the most normal lifestyle where you just are born in some place and go to school, and that school is like the majority of your life until you decided to change. Uh, but yeah, a lot of people have difficult lives. Let's not start. And that's not excuse for you to be uh, to make excuses and to cry and whine. I'm just saying that that was me at the time. And bro, I wish somebody told me, just retain, like you definitely gonna blow up way sooner. I was a very fast kid, man. I was very good in social skills because I always had to move and change places and adapt. I was very creative. I was a very good dancer. Multiple things that now I don't have none, uh, because I don't know, life took me to different places. I kind of had to uh, defend myself and grow to a place where um, I had to become stronger, more masculine. I had a lot of the Matrix programming at the time that was like, don't don't focus on your passion, just be like everybody else, like a robot. And nowadays, kids even have got it worse with all this LGBT and crazy stuff, genders, inventation. I don't even know if I can say this on this in this platform, but yo, yeah, whatever. They probably don't catch him. I got a strike, but I got it. I don't have it no more, but I got a strike from talking about the cough. The cough. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Like for real, this simmer retention, man, will make you blow up. And it's just not us. Your guys saw us and it's like, oh, this bro is so more muscular, so more masculine. Like this deep beard and deep voice and high and confident energy, right? And if you watch that bro I was talking about, he also changed a lot. He's not as big as me, to be honest, but he's on a different. Everybody has their different journeys, and that's not to say one is bigger than other. It's just some focus more in certain things, and other people focus more in other, right? And what I'm trying to say is that we are beginners of this journey. Like we've been on it, but we still on the beginning of this journey. If you truly understand, um, Mike Tyson, he said he didn't masturbate, he didn't have sex when he was in competition for years. Look, he was the best of the best. Ali, I think he said, I never heard, but people say that he said he do similar attention too. You have many athletes, man, many athletes, and it just shows that it truly is a way to peak your performance, not just physic wise, in all levels, mentally, spiritual, in all levels, bro. You have an Indian guy that I saw that this like a Indian podcast, and one of the bros said that the reason how because become a millionaire doing a yoga studio because he did 1 year on simmer intention, and that was like a master that he had told him to be celibate, to don't don't waste his energy. So this is way deeper than you guys think. Like even for us, like even me, I don't know at what level this can let us, because nobody does it like that. You know that these pro athletes did it and succeeded in a major level. These other entrepreneurs did it and succeed very, very nicely. You know that I do, and you know that others good dudes do, and show massive improvements, right? But the people who do is very tiny. Is very tiny, and we are literally a sample of where and how great we can achieve. So it is it is something else, guys. It is something else, because even for you guys, apart from all the people who do similar attention videos, I don't believe it, at least, that they're really on it. To be totally honest, because I don't see any of the traits that you get. But it is what it is. But those who do, man, you see huge improvements, and there's even people who does it, and then they find a female and they don't do it no more. They are having sex, and there's nothing wrong with that if you are if you are married and you are trying to have kids. That's great, but if you are just having for pleasure or intimacy, whatever, which again I understand, but you are wasting that energy. There's no difference, or when I say there's difference when it comes to the feeling, right? You feel good when he's a partner, and you always feel ashamed and embarrassed from doing something like that so deteriorating as doing by yourself. But you're still wasting your energy fully. You are still wasting your energy fully, and who knows where you can get if you did, like, if you truly did 1 year or 2 years, because a lot of people say they did it, and I'm be honest, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm not gonna call names. I'm not gonna call nobody a liar. But when I see how my development in 3 months, and see bros that say they are a year, 2 years, and they look more feminine than a girl, I sorry, like, and I should I'll kind of step on to that toxicity. I'm sorry, I don't want to be insulting. I'm Christian, but yeah, like there's a lot of guys who you just I'm I just don't believe it, bro, because this is too hard for people to look uh, so undeveloped, And I saw a lot of development in me, so that's where I equate things. Like HT, man, I don't know his name like that, bro. I'm gonna lie, this sounds really bad, but this guy, H2K or something, he shows his voice is deeper, he's more masculine, has more beard, he's more muscular, um, his voice changed, and he speaks up, and it is obvious that bro's on it because he has the same attributes that happened to me. Now others do that, you don't see no difference. Like, question yourself, because I don't want you guys to watch other dudes and see guys who may be not telling the truth, and then you'll be like, oh, there's no difference, like these guys look very similar to me, and it's like, bro, is there's a possibility of they not doing it, and you have to look at the real ones. But for you to identify the real ones, you have to do it. If you don't do it, you will not be able. Like, I spot directly, man, directly, what those who are real and those who ain't. It's very obvious. It's there's in the eyes, and the energy that you have, man. Is real. Is real. I guarantee you. When I relapse, I feel drained. I don't wanna. I don't wanna record, and I record, and I'm like, when I'm this energy, like right now, You are blessed, man. You're talking loud, loud voices, open. I'm ready. I like to have conversation with y'all. I like to share things, man. I like to have this dynamic and self-improve. But when you're not on it, man, that's the opposite. You just wanna hide somewhere and not be seen by nobody and just be on your depressive mode. And don't get me wrong, you will be kind of like satisfied with your situation. You'll not be like, oh, I need to improve, because you lie to your body, telling like, oh, I just have uh, the satisfaction of sex, when it is a lie. It's a lie because you didn't. You did it some other nasty stuff, you know. And even sex, guys, like, it's not worth it if he's just a random person. Even if she's attractive, it's not worth it, guys. Like, this is literally an spiritual, what? Spiritual, mentally and physical improvement all together. And you are waiting for a girl? If she's not the love of your life, man, if you don't have truly affection, you cannot do that, guys. And even me, I see myself going like, sometimes being watching females on Instagram and all that, and I'm like, because he's calling for you. Like, the more you retain, the more difficult you get, the more uh, urges you have, right? But you can't. And a lot of things, I think, is like, I don't even want to talk about it, but I had some feedbacks from females, and I never really uh, retributed it, because there's a lot of females that just want your attention, man. There's a lot of females just want, and that's the reality. Females like to satisfy a man. They like for you to release yourself, if you understand me. If they feel attracted to you, of course. And that's not the best energy. The best energy is for you to it's love. Nobody remembers love nowadays. Nobody remembers love. Like, used to be, you met a girl, we talk and talk, we talk. The next day we talk again, and the next day we talk again, and then we got close, and then there's some touches, like from shoulder to shoulder, and there's some eye spark, smiles, and then goes to hugs, hands together, you know. It used to be like that. That's how you create love, and that's how you create a relationship. Nowadays, everybody, man and woman, are on that. Oh yeah, we just met. This is fun. We have some energy together, some chemic. Let's have sex. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's not how it's supposed to be at all, guys. That's why relations doesn't work. That's why everybody crying. That's why everybody being toxic and vindictive and trying to be all players or three or fours. And that's not how it works. That's the reason why God wants us to have a relationship, marry, and then have sex. Is because the relationship has to come first, and we are so triggered by millions of stimuli and people behaving in a kind of prostitute way, that everybody thinks it's just next to sex when it's not. It's not about money. It's not about sex. It's not about. That's not how you construct a relationship at all. Relationships comes with interactions, multiple interactions, same values, enjoying the company of one another, uh, and after all that, comes the intimacy. If not, it's totally destroyed. If you have the sexual relationship before all that intimacy of knowing each other is constructed, will fail. Is utterly fail. Never works. Sex is very spiritual thing. People just don't have that notion, guys. You have to build a relationship strongly, and then after do it, because you have to think. Now we live in a reality where people use protection, all that didn't exist back then. It's not supposed to exist even. So when you have that intimate sexual relationship, it's supposed to have children. You have to have a huge bond between the partners. It's not supposed how it is now. People ain't even people are childs. People don't even have maturity to create another human being. That's the problem. And guys, that way we just did 30 and 30 seconds, man. We have more, less than 1 minute. But yeah, as I said, I'm just on this speaking spree. I just feel like there's so much knowledge that everybody needs to know, and there's discussions that we need to have, man. And this is real, like this is real life. We have to go back how as it was. Cut that feminism stuff, LGBTQ, and all woke stuff. Let's go back how it was. Traditionals, how God was want us to be, how He said genders was supposed to behave. That's how thing works, man. Be fearful of God, and yeah, have faith.